All right, another brief was or the energy and some abetuja amay, but Jolly chat to answer Obusa. Music president say a idea warfare frana. Probably on coming home. I call Elwak every Saturday and Sunday. I am match 5 Ecopim and upon no tree. So for soldier 40 TM we are. We say a subetekakra. Until president, but the American council will discuss this. The Ghana, the Ajo Bian continue baby. Yeah, man, to me. Baby, what is it? Okay, but all our dance here, dear. Now they are bad me, dear. Has a president, yet the two and couldn't go one. No, my saying is equal. On administration. President Obo, new team, no chairman, Kwame Rexoma. Bessa Simons, Moon, I chairman of pay. Yamamachi, Damasin Sujumapa, and in such rampers about the music industry. A brass was same person, would you mediano? Yeah, the bro, Badwam or Adom TV, so Biribia Damekao say a lucky herbal clinic for one other room, and I intimidate Shewe, a bro. My text message number on 1760 no their brain. The NT also the band tell me say, and no, a jibre near King Kine in Temamau. The one can say, oh, send it the text message in Swa, yeah, and King Kine into Bomodiana for brain. Tabia Debia, Adana Crown Coda, Subian Facodom. Lucky Herbal Clinic for now one into Asia Mapreco. First number is actually now matro Bia, Obitimia Court, Nwako, number 0243 201 244 and 0277 4658 55 and as 0244 2238745 now only Lucky Herbal for Enkodi and so. My main car will say, I mean, and you may know pepe. Ewo Alisa Hotel, North Ridge, Senior Afrique Night Out, Valentine's Special, with Kwesi Che Acquah, Adia Asia ho, Nafi, Yakoda Odoso, Sunko di Krache, Yabusia 4, Yajuma 4, Yayonko 4, Yahoka 4, na Yamomo who say, Debia that Yadomo dear, Nenso Nako da Sunko, Yada Odo Sunko di Atromono, Ye Catchromo say, Yadomo Quansunko. So, Junior, only Wajuma 4, Cabo Mako baby, only Wabusia 4, Cabo Mako baby. Ono hokeni ni mofrane kako aboma pii no North Ridge Alisa Hotel eho ana also do riche udi aduane pa uti edwom papa wo se ti asresem so ebe yi ho achero na no chis what mehia adofo na abusuafo atimi ni wona di nkita ho enwumre nunum pepepe ene due eho Alisa Hotel mameka wo se eye sikanso eye general regular 70 Ghana cedi single ana fe couple yes 120 Ghana cedi ana VIP no so 150 Ghana cedi tickets no Obakoso nya bi o Max Martin Krabata or Accra anytime nyina no achi so no oba multi TV and as a Joy FM front desk kokomlemlia unya bi ato on phone number 0244 340 421 0244 340 421 na watimi ene edin so as for that put here miensa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or say there be Mususu for Bono, Emma or no teacher and an abai. They say until they said the Acquah to Ghana, the Yadia and Wabiao, a mamma in Pukrana, a basic as someone to you on a jing, he know what Gina who ye precopeno. Osha said a show will be ever if you are singing an ono crano, was also mokakra. And in Yemono, in Yabutre, if we say, Nyoma, Ebekui, me and Sha Selfa, Yan San Tinetine, Titu. Ono akasa so ene ayen administration so one day she egu akwama and as egu akwama mpa ebetima ma ne ma nyina totin we eya no yi a odema wona wota na chi e won Facebook na so we ha mampen ye kasa pi ase the Ghana focus e bo no de anu yi kitu bia be fam ho e wo eye the social media ho no na the Ghana for so ahwe sa asema wo ka no ne nyina so anu no a His Excellency former President Jerry John Rawlings so onano abetum or say baby a John Dramani Mahama na mamono duno Ghana mampen ehia se nsachire anaso be samfrum eba na soafo ene wona bedi akira na wona oni omobu man na ebere na ani osinkampu se nka ade a onya sa akonya na se de edin bia betu nanim se nka onya ho na ontwerotwero wona poso yomfro osinka ni minute dua sampo na ka wosum wona busu wona ato nchen asebisa se ebere aso se Ghana His Excellency John Dramani Mahama osachira na aban nim ana se yenkoso na yentwen so kakra every say won sha ase no enya dia akọ na nim bia esa ho yaba na nkyeremu na se mayi se ye ne ntie nwase se kabima min kabia mamu adi ha ko hyem no ana ye ntie ase yi nso a ebi se wo hwa say presidential staffers na akogina 678 na u breaking it down so ankasa his excellency John Dramani Mahama bai no de ono ankasa de bai no che political appointees no eye aduonu nkono 29 na de awo ho a status quo abanya efrida enya efa ahodie no enya kamam kabiamamu no wona aka ho a wono ye adwuma ma Ghana no bi kakra bi na eba nsatebe da dodo na atena obi a wasom eye presidency nyina besi sabre ya ye kasei enchiremu no na emayi anase yenhwe ne sanfuru mu ye mrakuni edi bu oman no na yente so anase yenhwe sika so mpo a edi wura ho anase se wo ye mampanyi a that eye prerogative na wono se nipa bia ini seal nipa bia obetim bia ba no de ba no yenhwe ne sanfuru mu ana not necessarily say ye de sobo ebeto eye John Dramani Mahama na demonstration ye behwe ho asem na yaka se impo nipa bi no so a the ama ho akohia se beka nka sense nipa binom so a omakoye presidential advisors na nipa mako enan eno no ya de a ho wo mfasodie saa na de wadwene be ye no ana ye beka ho asem e wanam se nti mo adwene kyeremra on 1760 na yetimi anywadi inkita ho Honorable Alexander Acquah, Deputy Minister Chieftaincy e wanam se former DC so mo bo honorable John.
That sounds like an MC.
MC. Nami Adom maybe another John, so I say you two Obuasi.
Oh, Nami Adom.
But still in touch, yeah. Was with your Obuasi, but still Obuasi na.
I wonder your woman. You put this in your.
You TNT.
Nami boy in your break crowd more. They will play now. If you Obuasi, ever call anymore. A think like ever call anymore. I come back on the pay.
Oh, sir.
And you commercialize. Yeah, I don't go to Shanty Port. Okay. But I be call 430 me that's all.
Okay.
Inti na me ya adoma e mo no num de.
Na Obuasi.
No Obuasi. Obuasi airport no so FFA 1.6 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
Come say 2 kilometers.
Oh,
inti the latest. There's that and young commercialize maybe in future.
All right. All right. Yeah. Okay, so what's it for Matty? Maybe I as maybe say, now you think I did, yeah.
More parliament to be all.
Oba, and a pencil, Era Eugene, a entry, National Council member, the New Patriotic Party. Party, Nancy Mo, in Simbusabi bias, really, are they ready for power? And I say they are ready for power struggle. And I said they are rather ready for, say, one bear. As the feedback can one ankasa one home na 2016 the ruling National Democratic Congress na nya saa de na de agina so de apem mo but you know na mencha de minim so far baby abedu basa name calling ne power struggle ne saa nipa ye blackmail e binom ne saa de era region apom ti say is that now party is that what we are used to ana
well I don't think it's a peculiar to MPP party be opposition be I do say mo election mo lose na mo be mo internal elections akoi mo national leaders that's the national executive chairman general secretary what have you then the flag bearer and as a parliamentary candidate so ma we na ma ya na mo ntwi kakra ho
ba perudo be na se mo de ndie motive for ya so later must have control
I don't think it's because I don't say peculiar to MPP I think it's a Acquah feel say we are even a bit my year we feel say the way come in the way the right way you get these things it's a human institution
but so many punitive measures be with me
I know the way right but say that's why I can't why because the panel say you share MPP constitutional I think the disciplinary and grievance procedure they take about best 6 or 7 pages and then that particular section and the way we be that is as a natural one the better one but the man we are not we from ranching and so on. And when I say sometimes, no one say a lot of painful must exercise restraint.
Party that Tiapo.
We say Tiapo. A party coalition here 47% there, and Tiapo says.
Also, Tiapo. You will be any
don't forget, NDC lost 2 elections with 44%. What I say, still came back. We should also maintain 49.7, 47.9.
But then our response NDC in times of crisis, I'm going managing it.
Well, someone said, what me for NDC into 2 MPP? We can't be brave so because Rawlings was able to control that party for a long time. I'm sure. Yeah, there's 20 sir. Oh, I don't think I'll be fair now to say NDC was like a Nkrumah CPP. Oh, but as soon as Nkrumah went away, see, we died with them. What I say? Even Rawlings Kwan and Sam Bizen on Professor Mos Kwan and Adric, went to and buy. So it is there. It's ready another who say Antissa. So where the man say a amalgam of parties. Oh, TTMPP, Free Simba, Chief Dumbo Nom, Ajato Kalio, Amadis,
which you been in election time was from Kwan and Domo account because I know that.
Oh, Obiaka again, okay. Yeah. Obiaka would name party no Farabai. What I say? You know, you see, the thing is, positions no sooner. If you one, if you this car would be in him. So, Babichina. Well, natural elections, this car to go around 225 constituencies. Maybe we could be able to just cut for TNT, or Petro, Hotel, what do you mean? So, probably the former president is right. So, Kasamuna more institutionalize a monocracy. No, no, this is what on you. If you do somebody national elections, you can tell me crying the campaign around. So, you go around. You have to go around to sell your message why you should be retained. If you go around, Ghanaians were used to say, "Yeah, but can't say much anymore." Na actually, mo here na mo to my, but mo mo buy no, mo can we are na mo de. But masa, mama Ghanaians, we are free panel. So mra we are no government TNT. Yes, but be MPP and the BI, but it's not something we talk about. Go the panel. What to away with you? Man, say bra, be sure I'm not going to talk about me. Uban my house, I now. Now, for next time, forever. Baby, oh, when in Ghana. Say, you pump the sense of patriotism. Oh, David. And I trim. I mean, while you say on MC, I campaign of Boise, a buy a town of time cry, or not at Boise. It was only motivation in it. Them don't say. But honor you actually imagine. Actually, just say campaign and a campaign. Yeah. As well, it means only 90 made up 2 ministers. That's correct. By the about Honor. It was not 2 visa. I 7 interests. I can't the second make a channel. What do I say? It is coming as a Namiko. It's about this, every this, the money in Alabama. What do I say? But I don't become one. I don't think it's interesting for me. Well, because they be an NDC, the only party of surviving founding father. And the founding father also, I had the longest served president, Waba Ghana. Into the influence no kese. Into compare and can see more confusion. South Masia. So the band this one. What the band this one? Confusion ebasa. And can say more. That's why person be tell you because here there no president na you found that you say. Onunkwa in all the parties. Onunkwa was the president from revolution to now. They can say the influence and cause more ripples our party. So I believe that wake up mechanism that work. I don't know whether it's because they are kind I cannot tell. But if you say we handle it well, you go around. So sure it will come. If I try more, we now so my one more elections every. But extensively we don't do that. You go around kakra. Untumentina fako. Particularly it's a national election, presidential national election. Inti, but I think by and large, so sure. And no matter yanka say yet to boy those who appear say at this point are okay against the opponent and feno. A do or party there so no the ura. If you don't manage those things well, a do if you there so not the question a best and cano na ye ding. Because mera all cano na entire into one can then the floor from there was somebody saying. But you jam much as I pay the said to watch out for my gun and for party game. Oh, the attendant say because totally so because so wouldn't constituencies in Bia, would be Bia to China. That's only some constituencies are or was a bit compact. Undam Kumasi Subini are saying, but baby or baby you be free or even a Santa Rodian come and son contact come as well to Bia. Baby you be free or ba meeting. What our friend say. But it's for the love of the party and the country. No crepa, but the tendency is say in some particular areas, no. Upitin, I say, for me, I will not fault, say, but the point is that I don't do any kind too much. And I caution because now, said your answer for the donor cafe, it's an so munisika. And I said, we won't name dear. Enya se suku dem nim dia se meke nim dia fa mamu ni ntutu ye ni hihye ho nyina no
omumum no ana ebedi anim kan na chese ya hwe ya oman no ye nyina ebekọ di chimu
me no ya just somehow but edu baby a o avoid this one enye yi nti say you know how to manage such situation.
Okay.
Say manage.
Right.
Ebia na your campaign style within parties and say you enjoy our extensive thing na enjoy your activity level because we are very active within a party.
No, the man Musa say mean this will be the AGC or a conference or go to House of Accra. More friends start from all over the country. Or my Accra. Say omuya break home good. Omo ba ebi okra han ka mo drive ba. Yeah, omo ka o ka ko ba. Omutua.
na no da no je nti amagina hakaka no so say na obi switch there say academia coffee break lunch break supper break in there no because me tun safre wa I should make sure say we need the but ebi no mu de na akwa esi twabo ato ho na honor one that challenge
Oh, yes sir.
The mu trouble sir.
And then MP person almost corrected them by expanding their electoral college. But no one trouble. The trouble is that instead of few people taking bulk money, and they'll be spending the kit across. So into me, chain worker, into individuals, so bulk up, but the party you're free.
I see.
Oh yeah, no correct.
This
first,
idea,
one more electoral college, almost. So you handle one
no, this idea na quite honorable king. And then I maybe na Gina mosquito can one seven. Say it to me who said, okay, Oba baby this is to be. Your NDC voters bet 20,000. You know, we are captured with biometric verification device that they will say, Omuni. So on the reception. So the NDC candidate was to be some of the backway candidate. Because obviously, we are the person must have that popular appeal to win the seat. It is almost at 20,000 coin. There's not 20,000 bribe.
It's impossible.
But so only 500, no 1,000 it's bribeable. May I just make modestly, I was one of the architects. May UK secretary, yeah, this expansion by. So, say I'm 3 more, it's 3 more. For the other day, minimum say big corals, so do constituency, I know you get 2.4 at all. But first no 10 no. As a mobile 2020. But I say no, say oh, trade can be at all. We go to 200. No.
Also, another cover. One more secondary problem about organization of the Congress in the Bayern.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying in the constitution it has the power, but Adom convenient there. But all party I cannot bomwa. Adom the trouble. So earlier on, they thought said they could use the same process to organize the Congress. And I'm for country law and also.
I think the Congress here from time when they didn't share.
Okay. Udi si party in opposition so eboa. Ezo mutimi gina ho yi a na ama aban so oteso no.
To be honest, I will tell you say your politics in Ghana no. You do point be a good. So you can say now 44, 46 or so. But it implies that the two dominant parties, they are very close. Into Obia, when you know, now, so
ebe
year pass, and who does our point now? And they do best. Right. Oba a parliamentary, baby, or a secured. Security, no, and for good challenges, Ember. But maybe 50-50, no, it's always the best place. And so we have very good candidates. Right. They will always remain like that. NDC overtaking CPP, they will always remain like that. The whole world over.
Yeah. All right. Jimamisha was the president, the ambassador to Ebuasi. Who compare even economies are airborne homodia because of inflammatory buffer we are seeing. Where Facebook response to probably Nipa Dodona, Kasa, Edifubu, Emani person and administration. Who said the response? That's what Ghana for. I should share that hope. No, say is it 70 bejinana.
Medical chair at T4 na one more and a pair of TV so. They said me feel say you must move away from pugilistic punch and judy politics. Now we say be a champion now. You say as long as say a national crisis. Any party as a mountain. Because you see, we are Kojum, MPP ni Kojum, CPP ni Kojum, NDC ni Kojum. So what more bag or 100 cities last week and I could 150. Over talk, would be as a match to come. Now, and what I have to say, and what we saying bad, it's a saying I have a chance in a dream home. Maybe TV so high, maybe radio so high, and what could you not call 8 months? When it's Cassam, you're saying the bad is I guess 1% 7 politics now way. Do be as big as you know. So, but Ushimwa, they say cost of my mono. It was to say dollar drew 3, pound drew 4,
5.
Just imagine. Me will be that. Now, but who be a will be for a bank or a radio so. No, the economy compare America. Not talk about stimulus and what have you. Come on. We'll be on the station in life. What they say? You need to say it if you want to America. Not even backdoor Ivory Coast. Now say even Nigeria. If you want to talk, Asmaba, you have a problem. And you have a fast number. Ni hu baby a bi aban no kwa MY. Ni nyina ntwese gina ho. Ni entreten. And the ban say e Ghana for the obi e che na dwen. Now we na Supreme Court America cry say na say what's asem na person who pia to baby na nya kwan your propaganda. But clearly the way no see kono say if something is not done to arrest the decline of the city between now and Abia end of May, we'll be in crisis. We'll be in total crisis. And when you found so who are the whole economy can come to a halt. So contracts are my sign well, the teacher said the last quarter of the election year, $2.8 million billion be expended. What is it? This thing just didn't happen.
There's a moment to
there be sometimes, no. And I know be why you can rectify it. But now to me because if the election petition is 1 quarter, can we now give could have been peppered. So as I'm sure I could be what I say because if I say buying this car, because we'll be a Juma 2 years I'm buying Trianica. What to my in? How is this supposed to survive? Meanwhile, a bank so channel. What I say, a bank so channel. Will be a purpose here. I say, what way? Only 100,000 confirmed move Dubai last month by. It's not 100,000 anymore. It's about 70, 88, 75,000. What I say? Over 2 weeks, let's get now. Be my school fees. Would be child now? Can be top petrol. What I say? So we will see president. There be no be now there. 2 weeks, let's say scan now back no. We now profit now. Be a second year 10,000. Maybe only 2,000. Why well lucky right now? Working capital cannot start today. I don't say boom.
But say I don't know I na eh aban binu aban mu mpanyfo binu mu e ka se baby a ya bedui se anyamo na mo twen ase a bosomo mo twe a ankasa how yititu ama o twe sa how no frima emfi efi za aban su se bre ko gina se Libya Ghana nyina attention kwa se Libya o nti de se fata ne ntutu aho de o se nyina no e kamu eti na ama
no omo kasa so a is very opportunistic because President Mahama in Premier or Paris that an air court BB's full beside question says the Supreme Court had an impact on his you say that be on the way in Juma Supreme Court in Juma or Bagana or by say call NDC headquarters all kind of the same thing so no there you're gonna fight over man who Juma away and how then do you compare and contrast that with the Supreme Court hearing when the whole president has told us say and Tessa I want to tell you I mean we don't get to solve the problem. What I say, all we are trying to do is we are just trying to hide the problem or compound it.
Never say Billy President as small can say why blame him? Especially when you know say, especially when you know say major giant economies in Krano they are suffering.
No, but you cannot be comparing yourself to the UK and what have you. UK. I was in the UK in '92 when the Black Wednesday crashed by. Normally, it became a national crisis. There was no conservative, no liberal Democrats. They came together. What is known as a Privy Council and a cast across parties. Because this is a national crisis. They were going to resolve it. Sada my dear friend. And this is from one team in before one team in yet. You need the talent and materials from all over. You say this is a national crisis. So from Namo, where the former Pampi Pranam Namo, you may find get them together. That shows you are doing the nation. I want to tell you, these are very intelligent men. I'm the prior Safumafu. If I say Dr. Koto say no, they can do it. Get them on the table. Say, look, come and help us. And man wants to be a kind. It's not about maybe party and my war party.
The Bassa Swa. Yeah, Jane say, you bet you.
If one of you be,
and Muti Mukamu to be
go school no abon. Will be telling you or be your man and show track the call baby. Maybe go school them in maths. It will show go better maths. Yes, to pass my O level. It didn't become nice to make the man, or didn't get it, but on my bench. I accept you, but who said we need to be a bit my accept the fact that we're good at it. When my men on me, and let me get through. You see, yes, I am my way. Yes, you ask my banner. Say this with my solve. I'm just my solve. But suffer my with me solve, and he's there on Namo. And why can't you invite him as a senior citizen, a former finance minister of state? Dr. Kuto say no, Dr. Professor Jamba for Dr. Mr. Kwame Pranum. What do I say? There, invite them. Come on, you're president. Give the people the chance to come and help. Was a national crisis. Now, we're again this people, something facing us.
But the present administration will say a national crisis, and I say the politics.
Well, some people want to say politics because all smart communication teams over the TV, so now can say answer no can so because I know man. There's a yes and I'm some solve. What they say media they interest they say petrol am turn boss also and enter so mame. Interest they say eh bia aduane am turn boss ne board enter so mame. Me interested in Supreme Court ne eh Mahama fault and minister take fault. I'm not interested in that. If we have a crisis on our hands, let's sit down as a team or as patriotic Ghanaians and see the way forward. Obi ayi pen. Kufo ba na skadi Ghanesa, Safuma from were able to arrest it. Into friend no, Mr. Kwame Pra, Hotel say Obra, Dr. Kuto say Obra, Mum come minister me sremo, no what be you advice me what one no. Say me friend na mo rekwa so be ya de we. O dey say e ba ne sa so obehu no kru because obi afa be nsi obi. So I'm sure no. But the government will be hiding things from you.
But there's a school of thought almost if you say a spiritual economic crisis.
Oh, and it's one spirituality.
Oh, you might.
We are going into the realm of absurdity.
No, good.
You know, but
there's a school of thought.
We are going to the realm of absurdity. We don't go to school to come and let this debate take over. Let's say school them penny. We are not to with my excuse me. We know something is causing the decline of the city. What I say? Let's identify it.
I don't know your faith, but
no. Me Roman but maybe all coming in. The end of the day, we have a crisis. Everything has been a trigger problem. Let's find what the problem is as a country. Put eminent people who have occupied the finance ministry. President Mahama, a former chairman of the economic team there. Professor Aiso, Vice President, Bank of Ghana, a big way. The brains are there. Put them together, set a 10-man committee, multi-partisan. Dr. Kwaku Sindumia from Inabra. There are people here who can help you address these things. Why should it be? I don't buy my Acquah. Which means that the Acquah from. If you are unable to arrest it by May ending, then there be a 2 more. Because I working back the bank, Busan 100,000. By May ending, maybe 45,000. Why now there be a team? The Bible is the same.
Yeah, but that's it. Roman. But interestingly, and they will be sending me post me from Virginia, US. I sorry, also South America, almost sorry post. We know the actual also. Or say those who are praying for the snow, please stop.
Madam Korea, Academy.
Send it to me and Pabo here. But seriously, so share Ghana, sort of Acquah, MPP time near there. There will be a consistent period and a back regime biamu. Cost of our main commodities, cocoa, you to control. Global market prices. Good. In the moment, the cost from when advantage. Eba for into what one a fluctuate.
Yes, it's
into the main adverse cost from one don't yami but eba for more. Because we need effect. We want to mean and determine the price on the international market. Gold prices. We want to mean determine. Into main staples in this brown in dollars, of course. International currency no. A cost for more immediately also suffer. Balance of trade also suffer. Already will be there in terms of imports and exports. And exports also outperform in terms of cost also suffer. Straight away. And I also at all be interesting. do something so out to regimes consistently shortage affecting industry into production ebe form. Yes, so consistently, yes, subsidizing fuel. The echo say also, but the point is that difference. Let's see, who pays the same Ghanaian? Is this taxes or is it there be? So how do we make up the difference? A womb, and also the whole tray near subsidizing a single spine. You do point to be MPP started and it's at so you enjoy there be want to be enjoy. So when some point to be even your national income, we say to reductions free war. And now the Acquah 72% is going to salaries of 600,000 public sector workers. As I know the bomb in say, oh, the BBI cannot sort of take away. Okay, almost 90%. It implies that as a country, we need to overspend it will many positive affect everything. How it consistently. Nancy, President Kushia, industry players, who no much a single spine effect or the BBI to table so. No, we cast electricity and utilities and no crying cause no argument here. No, you see, and stagger no stagger. A do stagger now. What did the next stage? Let us know. Now, a case and the GPR to your Bejiska. Yes, you're between 20%. Yes, you're be say. It as a country, no, are too young consistently. But the president is the person now in charge now. Into the no credit there, say you can. Now you free. Me sure say should MPP come in future. Now subsidy na AG look at us now. Interestingly, Enra Public Accounts Committee, University of Professional Studies, Acquah. Now, so their balance sheet is very good into one cost, but some we know of government subvention immediately the Prof. Bem Alabi. Now, so we are doing some various infrastructure into infrastructure is very important, but if you can create money, which one comes first? It is a Acquah decided say NDS can even try the friend say staff car government. We film straight away. Look at invest for some Boko strike, wait for Boko strike. But second no about the social they rude. Can't we pay our staff? Then first our pressure no every free abide so. Moment abase no strike and central government. Near starting. But when somebody is in charge, our level of autonomy, vice chancellor, but do strike action now a central government and some committee of vice chancellors abem. So who takes responsibility? Enti ya no bebre e do point bi a I see 200 sa nyoma no eyi anya say be travel sa it's good say what's your language coming out these days people are confronting the real problem say yes solve no free. And all these ones no see you push it away from us because government spending no too high. What you are the whole of university everybody but almost Jessica one must see burdens our university hostels arrangement as kind of go they maintain it on campus. Look at the also the tools no obi akebia or some brano me side. How even one of the mass communication to manage those was a problem. People were not involved, including students. Obi akaswa or say it is we are becoming slaves to law, irrespective of the effect on people. What could you do? My best form crampon say you could have used the way to say no thorough pass for unauthorized vehicles. The public will start developing ideas. And and then you lessen the burden. How can you do a project as students at our campus? What number? 30,000 whatever numbers. What's one of the they come to talk and some of the account. So the support that should come from support agencies, it is not coming. How can you University of Ghana ever island? So there are so many things that are affecting. At this point, let's confront the problem. Incidentally, Badwam is autonomous somehow. But so almost intervention about being clear and people have started talking. It's very interesting. Point to be Obiaka one direction. Number one, dollarization. If it's but the BIA say prices cost repair now they are relaxing. So back just about a few years ago, mining industry only they find a windfall profit because at the point of decision and not cost of form in the issue too. I buy some windfall tax. Hey, they were complaining. And they are go price at Tiabano, Omu Yin Kofwedi. Or say I buy Embabwa. I buy Ombe to go that I say Ombe. So the people are not fair to the system. Yaba. Your system of informal trading not so. You see, out of tax payable offense Ghanaians of about 6 million. Only 2 million a year. We compare 6 million from because share one more year demand be brain now. Okay, so 25 million, make them 15 million for and you about 10 million. And 2 million pay to a tax. How do we go forward? About to spread the tax net. Something is preventing that threat because party be a kabida. You buy a better tax net to rope in more people. Party be a kabida. What is preventing us to rope in more people? A data, a dear bank. So there are so many things as a country. As a year started approaching from different perspectives. And at this point now, I think Idun has done it. We should all talk the same language. Until everyone is free, so over free, over free. So we should speak the same language at some particular point. Every policy decisions are I can't hear differences of approach.
But quite disturbing. A hard dream say, "Bia, you can't You see, they be done. I just say graph no. I see off no. And a bread more. If there's a bank, because if you are no more to the business or her for a year dollar indiga, or ya memu, na what to say, a bank, as a jumedia would know, or a shas the dollar and a dink in home. You will call your hotels is still need diga, or because you go so $1 or rent you $1 more. So your money,
at times and for I appreciate the effect. Number one. If you can say, say immediately the dollar yes up. Hey, import as a bread. Say. But the point is that what's the reason I can't say $1 rise on? Who to do a currency and the currency who had in their home battle? Into big customary for stability of prices. Or say, so that we are will lose no. What the dollar and just a dollar. At any material moment, at any material moment, not a day. Equivalent of the day, near the amount of which it implies what has happened. The rise for dollar and yakasi. What they share China, share emba eko Dubai and China, share emba eko Dubai and China. Obia charistica, physical cash or $7 not deco. Can't we do a trade cashless? Acquah, say credit card do say banking system no more order need to so that there's no pressure on the dollar or brayetiano. And one that cause one of troubles. Yeah, yes, situation near relax. I think that let's hold it strongly now. Obia and find it. Because a lot of reference to South Africa. Yes, because of time ago, who says you can cry ahead? Just a bank, we be cry. But almost $1 dollar. Inti yes, I a so that pressure no a call from kakra. Inti.
All right, 1760. Now, odo text message na brain na free yetimi akinkama. My main house say, and then you bring no pepe. Alisa Hotel Northridge, a senior freak night out, Valentine special. Anna, yeah, they bro, you may no num pepe time no, no num na sikasemo ni single 70 Ghana cedi, and a couple on say 120 Ghana cedi, and a VIP no say 150 Ghana cedi. Bomodia now near Bushafona, Dofonia, and Gofonia, Joy 4, and Koda, Dirty or Constant Kosokra. Open tickets in Biata, Max Martin, Krabata, one cry, Anna Tamanino. Unyabi ato nochi oba aye multi TV admekumha and I said Joy FM front desk pokumlimlia unyabi ato ewo honum and now call Alisa Hotel North Region so unyabi ewo honum miguso kai say aye installer training no ebeba so from the 18th of March ekopem the 10th of April afie mu to make sure say unyu hu from santity ye bema mo tema denu kwanta yendi techiman brekum nkoko Donko Chrome Achimoda Asimfusu and Acquah ye mounted here a bit memo say ampa with him the digibox no edi juana fe one kasa what me gina na muso I ho juma edi ama ebiana opeso hunu ya number si na frɛ 0302211680 0302211680 and 0244340415 0244340415 and 0244340242 na oni nyingita cost no ye 50 Ghana cedi we are ye ma aye tumi krata idi adanse se wonya ntitiye ene nimde ewo aye digibox kwan fa so di dwuma kwan so nkoso eno achi so ye ma ahyen so di abetime gina anem na odi dwa ewo sa aye ntitiye de ma onim na afi de krakrakra no enyina ya tonsa na ye didi na bibia itimi akonkan manti menyu hu film on the 18th of March the 10th of April ewo aye tema denu kwanta ye ndi tachiman brekum nkoko Donko Chrome Achimoda Asenfosu and Acquah na watimi de aba ama yetimi so ne o edin so so kama make step 4 ventures ho ense ma choba some of your text messages are aba menhwe se metimi agibre ne makenkan edi ama but as ne makenkan ma no ma menkai wo se ye toa enkomo no so a era Eugene council National Council member Mani Patriotic Party the Chief Tenancy Minister Deputy Ministry Deputy wa era kono so e wan say mama say region view reshuffle Deputy Minister Mobachino hello Deputy Minister Mobachino reshuffle
many Rawlings in Adom
one in Adom
cry I don't say me there be a me position say even cry buy say say NDC for 8 years for say control no more lose na MPP ba any rational person will know say for the first 2 years we are can be you're not being fair to them obi young man any minister we obi so for su kwache no afi de no ba ka ho yi afi no su adwuma o dey say
but yenyina ha probably tie de former president Kaya obehu de na ofri ba Dominic Kwaka do ma mintie na afi ye ba era ejune bia na okay yenko ye ready ye beko ye nimi afi ya ba ma
enti nipa ni su adwuma no na aka se yese sanu na bia ba se nipa no
obi wo na wo hwa de ye ko na
you obi mo ho you obi mo ho you
kwa se ko sa na ko sa
you dey dem no ya you obi mo ho dem se enye ye
wo hwa ben ya wo mi ya o hwe bi
meja ma honorable na
honorable na ko kasa
on the tension
honorable
meja on the tension we dey bidi be fiase
say when a national issue if we say president your coach there but president nankasa some of the senior members are more there futu ba any adwenkyere ba na ye nyina ye tua se dia mamoni ko ye nkase NDC ni attitude for them there for meeting man ne man but the concern is that nipa dodo na mampendi the rare share omu no I ti say the ebinom edi mampen hwabo nti ebinom susu say brain ani and a former president so I found that akase senka wo sa akwanya na nkakra ta bia betoro ni man ka mi say ebedi mi di ba kokora na mi te dua so be na nyina afri oprekopre
I say yeah because of the nature of the presidential system no bibi any who our minister bit my president and president bit my and also another thing I say bear in mind so was a president no
okay afi ya crowd you could see the all can cause na fi sambra
I'm not unaware of the occasional misuse of my name by elements in the party and government to cover up their own weaknesses. No such list has come to my office. And let me assure you, if such a list were to come to my office, it would take no longer than 30 minutes on my table, because all I'll have to do is to tick, cancel, or put a question mark to any such suggested names, and send it right back to where it would have come from. Most of the time, I hear these things on the air, like most of you. Yes, and that's true. These changes, I believe, should have taken place towards the end of last year, when Ghanaians had actually reached their saturation point with what they perceived, as the incompetence or the non-performance of some of the appointees. But it didn't happen. There's a bit of stress, anxiety, some sense of expectation. But there again, that's where my name becomes a convenient tool to be misused. But make no mistake, some of us who are perceived to be part and parcel of the changes or these developments hear it also on the air, like most of you. And I find it extremely mischievous that some of the leaders in the party tend to create this false impression that Rawlings knows and approves of everything going on in government.
So this is purely on the fact that some of the appointees are simply not competent.
Of course. A sizable percentage of them, I don't think were good enough. And they demonstrated it with their time in office. But and I don't think this is a matter of opinion, really. I think we can all see, the result of their work.
All right, yeah, that was some Jibra train. I bet Pim Sabri. Text message line 1760. Now, Tim Jabber to me. I can Eddie Amawati, His Excellency for the former president and Afi founder the National Democratic Congress. What's in it? Now, maybe it's obvious. It's a matter of opinion. You can see. It means the former president. A sizable number.
I mean, I tend not to discuss Rawlings because it's a conundrum. Yes.
Samo.
Oh, yes. It's a conundrum. When the mansion is 90 years. You could be doing I didn't man go here. Oh, fear it was the worst administration ever. Baby. To be honest, I don't think that as a country we should be entertaining him.
Well, so no, you'll be preaching equality, justice, freedom, accountability.
I will preach. Oh, yeah, no, have. So get over kind over here. You can't go back to you. Masa. And as the bear as a joke, also try to go. Now, we try and go and see that. What they say. Rawlings, I would say, has been, I would say, a disaster to this country. And we should not entertain him. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Oh. It's more original we can. On no time we don't can same way. Rawlings time. We did not disagree. No money paying in our cabinet room. Oh, please. You pass and Pebinka. To be honest, I don't see why media now as a fetish even more with him was a day. I don't know. But even the
former president of founder
former president. Indeed. You know, be a new very president, but not be. I can't force somebody to be there. You say control about man so. No, the better president or the two number no tina or not no ko. Wakwa onyani asundwe. But it Professor Mills and Amos kono ejama at Mahama man so to as na uzo on kan seminar or futu bia na one I found that. Not buying or will be on the fire.
Oh, we're trying to my now.
I don't know what food tonight found that they are now poor man over there. Over can do sharing. Where you fish them? Another one of them. Where you fish them? Where you? That's what I said.
And run me tea asampa. One coach be Kasimbi. Also say, we coach now by recruitment. And it's okay. So when the one Acquah and so who. Strategy or person or born. No offer players are or make me a ball.
Make my 15.
You don't just say Yakobonti, Acquah so you good striker, no Acquah. It was our style, one pet typical striker, open a lot of midfielders. Into President Akasa Putuno in a nice way, say at the end of year get together and say he's the coach. Now a nice comparison because I walk to stadium that. That's what stands now. What the Usu order. Change him. Come on, supposed to know. So, some the coach was who reacted to the public, spectators, supporters. Now we change the way you could be about. Coach, I'll call the way Jimmy Chadwick changing the because over the helm of affairs, and normal consider no a different. It's a casa from outside, but if you go closer, then get better and no based on which say na eba. It me say they should leave it to him or can clearly. Now, say support I can say change here. One can't show player for the bro. On can so change. I guess you two here, young consider near obedi no.
You on your cry.
On Acquah de change no na kofa obi aba then near the momentarily. After buy Acquah start, you already knew Acquah denka. Ba ko kra che kra nka. Eh. Inti na constitution this how 2 men national president you know answer.
I see.
It will say he's in control as the coach. If you say yenya votre ne mfama at the right time so person ya obey. Because one thing in politics pa say hwe and normally your appointment am press for no kra mo say no. Ye bo obi dia we dey nim no. Na what that guy say won say ohun ansa na. That gonna ni. Ohun gonna ni. Unim ne say. There's a one bad bemu ye hu wenim a wo de won kan obi. Na omo egu no hwan na omo ewo up and down ekosoro ba wo mu tua wo mu ye contribution wo mu through constitution I know any official in term but omo de so you don't know them. There are not too many people to me suggest it. But at that level now while you're in charge I want to find a broad consultation. Know what is available for you. That's why your selection. In 1 year, that level of pressure no bar a hard thing. So I think that the ideas of this obey reshuffle it depended on the strategy, how far Acquah could draw. Again, also what can change him. O kasi be a change in free energy. Never no call information and I say no call baby. And one say change. But ebia in the scheme of the president, you know, after this while, no, nipa we Acquah energy, but I think he can do better at transport. Onuna obehu from advice. Into what goes into the ports. The final change, you know, a door so change. Who individual na who can ask them say on performance. There are issues, Oko football, Stanley Abra, Bukad Sis. Onuko Kobo too.
No, when you are macron about Giffy.
Nyansa Nipendo so. Acquah me for that. Oko too. Nyansa Nipendo so. But eventually, Abra Bowie ya. Otutaki na Friday. So very smart 11 in Nigeria. Or we played out and changing the way and son from hindsight. And obete papa no. Asi. Into the schemes involved no and the doors kakra. It as much as possible no we should give the authority to the or in charge because we are broadly to know say him na medru and what is my next direction for all you know one person will be all corner one or two as well be also change direction you wouldn't know unless you get closer and listen to him. Yenya situation be a yaka assembly be out Acquah smoke Nyansa omupa but Acquah approaching nipa na also explaining the portion oh good I think say what the end correct. So I think that pressure no say I call for his barely 1 year old in office. In Yabotrena onfa enye. So
we don't see it, we don't feel it, just like former President
what do you feel it? But on basis of feeling, so obi am basis of questions, I didn't know what kasa, on basis of judgment and anything. And what let's allow him. The only other thing, the one where you are sectors at the pressure about president and so. Into that pressure about
very populist
and situation, you know. Right. So that expression they will be able to mean say but there are various platforms of expression. Intimidation said we should take our time and allow the man on the Juma.
Well, the big issue, presidential staffers, Ghana for the NTRC, and I say yes, such a constitution, and I say what at all, and I echo see. Ebinima Lenkere say, as if said this administration, Kwana presidential staffers, a year, Juma. Ebinimu the say, hey, any sika in any pamagmago, Hansiane, your son or training, Kono, hey, any one is a. We understand the situation and it's the same.
Me understand and say, Mate, Professor Something, Professor, we, the buyer, for sure, figure now, and status or Casa and Dorso, a Rabna Adiana, there be or a Bema. I say a Dorso. Also, in press situations, and no manner yet, you can't want some any detail. Inti ejina nunkwa the car sample ejina rejoin the umbrella no say uko speed kakra bidia se wo hwe list wo ho a staff at the presidency enkwa no ye obi no wo a say the wa kan no almost free Rawlings time through President Kufuor through Prof Mers to ye was staff wo president okra wo hu da ansa we free wo presidency ho no you know because enejuma na oh yeah, Debia so Oba Ejuma. Into Osha, the main one that here now would do Omobano, and okay, 29. In fact, ministers of state and the presidency, 5. A dino, Honorable Rashid Pepu, Dr. Mustafa Ahmed, comfort to my saying. At that side, Alasan Azon, and a Fifi Kote, only 5. And now, Obia presidency, Viano, your friend office of the president. Drivers, everybody, the office of the president. Now, one more staff person, totally right from the chief of staff through executive secretary to the president, any PB or one more presidential staff person. No one in Asu Juma, our office of the president and the vice president. It's all your normal calculation, Krana, all things being equal, normal proportional calculation, Krana. Can say 12 of them are working at the office of the vice president, and the 12 are at the president's office. Now, including your monitoring agency, in Nipa 24 shared between president and vice a door saying. But I did also one share I want to say say what share one more year public and civil servants now. What share one more. Yeah, what ABA share figure because say a super a friend household staff and not quite 216. But we are about na oko breakdown of household staff out the debut. One more constitute household staff. Very interesting. those at Castle Library. Almost the numbers na Asha ho. Okwa, what are our glasses?
The library, there were 2 employees.
Yes.
Receptionists, 2 receptionists. One at Flagstaff House, one at State House.
Yes.
Catering division, 43 catering staff. Flagstaff, Castle, State House, Peduasi Lodge, and the guest houses.
And
someone split it. And as stewards, 36, distributed among the Flagstaff, Castle,
Peduasi,
State House, Peduasi,
Square,
guest houses. These are all public servants. And a mechanical workshop, almost 16. And artisans in Estate Division, Castle, almost 18. Artisans, plumbers, carpenters, electricians, masons, painters. And a transport division, 51.
The drivers.
They are attached to various units of the office. And the messengers, yes, in the presidency. Almost spread across the various units in the presidency. And seamstress.
Who's the seamstress?
2 castle bar, caretakers, Mienu. Flagstaff House.
All right, Intino, maybe I see an answer there.
The office of the presidency. Into the one that where is Penance or this one TSP. Hey, necessary date in the
don't kind of so. Was Uncle we are 10 on a straddler from
most of
Rawlings to Mahama.
Who call even the Sister Assembly? We chief executive floor, your coordinating director, be a chief directors. Under them, your various your administrative class, you were 11 at the district level, 13 at the municipal level, and 15 at the metropolitan level, various departments. Only now directors. Under them, almost staff. In the castle, you will chief director back Presidency House. Even Acquah Shantarina, the RCC chief director is one thing. Also chief director. For all you know, on the to me higher than the person at Flagstaff House. One way chief directors. In the various units in the answer by secretaries. Every penny be a secretary.
Number no you soon enter so because
maybe say I am more of NTSC first. Omo say yeah your boy you do omo kono the constitute 678. And be okay. And that be blame say Flagstaff House ka ho. State House ka ho, Peduasi ka ho, Castle ka ho. You few lodges e be akoso and all back go Castle Road, Edu Lodge. Ambassador do that. Until there were few other man, they are all working at that place. There were almost way attached nurses. PWD, fire service. One minute attached to the president. You were castle a clinical told you sir. And no class also share also for the one person call also call and castle clinic has been there. One guy say President Mercy will be say the nurses could be anyhow. There's already a material or a channel. It's a misunderstanding.
But the figure is okay.
The figure is okay. It's okay. And no president, you don't determine what directorship. President, the director, the structure of the civil service, public service. And now we do
but the president, Kwanzi, I'm for senior to president. A man of Kwanzi one who are next year, president, you are here, the Nipa baby.
No. All class staff person there, you can talk about them.
Political appointees.
And over to me, I'm 29, and I spread no. What I share, you were, friend say, executive to the president. You were chief of staff.
Secretary to cabinet.
Secretary to cabinet.
Public service.
Senior advisor.
Advisor. At least, Obian to me in terms of or your one person stand alone or your Edmo. Or somebody with him.
I see.
Office of the vice president. I didn't want to know. It's on one a better in the office where I Juma. And therefore, even at the president's side, the low crown 12 but must spread this 12 at the office of the president and the vice president. How can I say no? It will be brief. May I sure say the information about some of your drivers are interested. My uncle has been a driver before, but on an ID card, office of the president, a very interesting title. Obia pay that prestigious title, but they all form part of that team now.
All right. So I don't think so. But I'm making case of our text message. Please, my greetings to Honorable John Acquah. Happy Val's Day to him from Benedicta, your small girl, Benedicta Rediviaba. We do not hear about right to information bill anymore. What is happening to it in Parliament? From Edward Wosunyane. Happy Valentine's Day to Honorable Mavis Amma Frimpong, Deputy State Regional Minister from Ntwibo Siako. And Ruby Takwa wishes her husband, Eben Brian, a happy Val's Day. And I wish my lovely wife, Philomena Carl, a happy Valentine's Day. I love him. I love you so much. from Thompson, and as a Ura, Asemna. A young woman gives birth to 5 babies at stretch with a 67-year-old man at Nzima in Ase. Adom TV is invited. There's a Beman Kasa. And congratulations to good morning. My name I'm Daniel Aka, and I want you to invite me to your program. Okay, Danny, you better MPP introduced NHIS community nurse without tax without anything to care for what will be the results. Happy Vows Day to my family, all workers of multimedia, and all members of my church. Bright morning star, Cape Coast, from Dolores. Dear Sir, Madam, suggestion to the National Constitution Amendment Committee. So help me. That is, the parties should appoint their flag bearers and MPs for Parliament to vet them, and after the election, the leader who gets higher number of votes should be president. Wow. Second for vice president, third for speaker of parliament, fourth for attorney general, so on. MPs and MMDs use all manifestos. Their term of office should be 8 years. This election campaign should be sponsored by the government for NCC, etc., to make campaign. This will help the nation to have peace. Thanks. S.O. Deborah Asamanka say. And Abeku say happy Valentine's Day to my girlfriend Joycelyn or Kakra Yamonansa. Good day to MP Kosibili. We should. Okay, I don't get it. Boss, I was once your boy at AGC. Your boss, good morning. Please keep. No one does Peter agree anyway. But yeah, my region and wrap up my.
I think it's yet again, I said the first topic now. You guys adopted a non-partisan approach to these matters. What the list by, I mean, what do I say? President Bia Bias, we were pointing, but for the advance maximum 30, 8, staff first, but beyond that, the structure is there. What people tend to forget is the civil service that drives government. What do I say? The civil service, because secretary to cabinet on the political appointee. President Grappen is coming to the system. And what we are, of course,
Roger, no, a chief director, at office of the vice president, and on my secretary to cabinet.
You don't mean civil servants. But because I ain't Tino Manasino. In terms of Basua, Uben Yango work radio, so I don't come on, so by at least a crown, what teach them. Now, I'm Futura Dos. As I'm so be an uncle, just in Biao, what to teach him? What to teach him? When the public say, Dina visa communication, then coordinating. You know, with the minister be a come visa, maybe a constitution, also if it's a loophole, so I'll be my plaque, and then plaque it. Maybe a loophole in the so if it's a Omuyo, because all in America, we will be an appointment for Straddle, Rawlings 1, Rawlings 2 to Mahama. What they are saying, yes, be a Mahama not somehow. What they are saying, but the human away. Go gardener, they say, you're both much gardener every 4 years. I mean, every 4 years. They've gone through security checks. So,
yeah,
because also so many
also go through the same process.
So the cost and the cost. Some you have visa. I'm the part of a small almost account.
All right.
Well, the part of yes, a channel will account in one month and 2 months.
I'm going to say, I'm going to be a mistake.
That we have in here.
Well, you mentioned National Council member, Nico Cherry Party. And then Valsday, probably Oma and they will show for being.
Maybe we show them Gromont. You don't mean I was school before.
I see.
I'll be glad you're Munza. Everything I have before.
I know there's a
happy Valsday.
Okay.
We'll be catching Fantina, Fantina. You won't have another Fantina. Oh, it's a Fantina.
Meba. Refrigerator.
Get back on Maryland Cheveley.
Okay.
Now on in the school, high school. First time, Mr. and said, "Are you comfortable?" So no, I'm my friends. We are 3. We can easily do it. But just yesterday, I say, but it is very cold now. Let me say, wow. So that is why I want to get a car in 16. I'm so sad. But for all my children, more particularly, they are my Valentine. Straight away. We show them all the best. I'm also near, but I wish them all the best.
Maybe I give you all the share story.
Now states.
Oh,
yes.
Hey, Dominic, me feel the cry. I said, "Boss, me musa, but me feel the cry."
Yeah,
don't me feel the cry. Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Can I was about tomorrow, man? You just see a poster snatcher. Me to come through.
Hey, say was I can say,
Hey, and I'm all right. Yeah, I'm sure say you be sure Alisa Hotel. That's sweet. No new pepper. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Nana Abrefo as but to copy no do bebo.